So virtual reality is everywhere these days. It's even being used to demonstrate how cars are made. I'm looking right now at the interior of a Chrysler vehicle, and the car just exploded around me, and I'm looking at its various parts right now.
We built this all new car. We just launched it in July of last year, and we spent $1 billion at the assembly plant back in Sterling Heights, Michigan, to build the world-class vehicle. And going through this plant and seeing some of the things that we're putting into the vehicles now, I think the general population doesn't know what we're doing at these plants anymore. So we really want to give the general public a way to experience the plant. Obviously, we can't take them there. This is the best way to do that, right? Is get them in a 3D environment that's 360 degrees all the way around you, and show you a couple of things of what we're doing to this car to make the best product possible.
And besides the Oculus Rift, the use of that VR technology, what other kind of technology does the Chrysler 200 boast?
Well, one of the ways that we started with the Google factory tour. We used Google Earth, and we partnered with them to do a huge, and you actually can go on Google Factory, I think it's chryslerfactory.com, I can't remember the exact URL, but that's how we started this, with a huge tour of the plant, 360, to show off all the stuff, whether it's laser welding or the metrology center, where we have basically people that worked at NASA that are working on this car. So using 3D imaging technology to analyze parts, before and after production. So absolutely world-class facility.
What has been the most prevailing trend that you've noticed in the automotive industry today?
Well, I mean, in terms of experiencing the cars, I think that's the biggest thing, is how we're getting customers to experience the vehicles, whether it's online or in the cars or on an iPad or iPhone. We're constantly trying to update all that stuff to get them to experience, because quite frankly, what we find with these cars anymore is the customers are only using 5% of the actual technology in the cars. The radios on these cars are way more functional than the customers actually use. You can use voice rec for everything now. You can voice rec your temperature in the car. You can voice rec what radio station you want to listen to. You can do the navigation one-step voice. So that's one of the biggest things that we're trying to use technology to help the customers understand what the car can do.
So people aren't using 95% of the tech in the car. You mentioned voice tech. Is there anything else that the Chrysler can do?
I mean, one of the cool features is an embedded cell in the radios, in the big 8.4 radios that are in the car. And what that does is two things. One, it turns it into a Wi-Fi hotspot, so you can make it as a roving, whether it's for a week or a month, you go on a road trip with your family. The other thing is we have an app called Uconnect Access that you can download, which is free, and you can lock your car, you can remote start your car from anywhere. Since there's an actual cell in the car, if you're on the 60th floor of some building and your car is out on some remote parking structure and it's snowing, you can start your car from up there and it'll be nice and warm by the time you get down there. So that's one of the cool features. There's 3D navigation, there's text to talk, both incoming and outgoing, little free-form text messages. I mean, there's all sorts of features like that the customers a lot of times just don't use because either they don't know about it or they're almost fearful of using a new technology.
Well, if they use the Oculus Rift, they would probably get a better clue as to what the Chrysler 200 could do. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.